Welcome in on this Play versus National Championship for NBA 2K. I'm excited. Myself, I'm Discounts. Alongside me is Tiller. How's it going, man?
Hey, it's going amazing. I can't complain. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here and, just enjoy this NBA 2K gameplay.
Absolutely. Tonight we have the Frankston High School going up against Eastern Senior High School, which is Jacob Westbrook for Frankston High School and Taylor Frost for Eastern Senior High School. But before that, ready to get in on the action. We have enrollment for the fall 2023 season and is now open. Discover the opportunities that PlayVS offers and get all the details on the upcoming fall season at playversus.com. Don't just watch, play. And we also have a New Mexico 2K Championship recap video. Let's check it out.
Being able to represent my school out here, it's a blessing actually. So before I came into high school, I told myself that I was going to play in 3 state championships, and for basketball, and I actually played in 2. But then this kind of made my dream come true because I just played in a state championship for 2K, so it just worked out. Yeah, it was cool because I've never done esports. This is my first year, so being able to and at school we just compete online, and being able to do it in person, it was really cool. It was a really great experience for me.
It's been fantastic. We've seen nothing but positives all across the state. We've grown significantly from our first year 5 years ago. We had 29 schools, all the way up to 88 now. And that's over 1,500 kids that are participating statewide. And again, just another opportunity for folks to enjoy extracurricular activities with their peers.
It was a great day today. You know, I played in the back room. It was a tough game, then came here on the front stage, and it was even better game. So it was tough both games, and better competition here than through the whole season. The aspects of my game that I think set me apart from other players, I would say, is I'm able to knock down shots. You know, a lot of players, they can't really shoot from outside. They just want to go inside. I'm able to knock down shots. I know how to play really good defense, and my cherry picking skills are elite. My advice for other players in high school competing in 2K, I would say, you know, just have fun. You know, when I was up there before I even got started today, I was worried about winning, but just having fun is the most important thing. If anything, it's a video game, have fun.
So there you have it. Frankston High School is going up against Eastern Senior High School. Yeah, so what are your thoughts here, Tiller?
Honestly, I just want to see what teams these guys are gonna use. I'm just really curious to see, what is Yo Snacks gonna do? What is Explicit Snacks gonna do? What is Yo Kings gonna do? I want to see, are these guys gonna end up using a team like the Lakers? Are they gonna end up using a team like the Warriors where you have unbelievable shooting? So I'm excited for this. I can't wait. I'm excited to see how these players do in this championship right now. So let's do it.
Personally, if you were playing in this championship game, what would you go with? What's your team of choice here out of all NBA teams?
Honestly, I would probably go with the Lakers. I feel like it would just be super easier. Like, it would be more easier to use in this game. You can use the dunk meter. If you're really good with using the dunk meter and you know how to, kind of exploit that a little bit, you can get away with using that a lot, especially when you have, your takeover activated in game with LeBron James. You have Anthony Davis in the paint as well. You have, a really good perimeter scorer as well with Austin Reeves. So I would probably end up going with the Lakers if it was me.
Yeah, I like that as well. I'm big on playing with the Warriors. I'm a lights out shooter. That's what I like to play. But you have to have your rebounders, and I feel like with the Warriors, that's where you're lacking. So if someone
100%.
does pick the Warriors, let's see if they're gonna have some trouble rebounding. But hey, you don't have to rebound if the shots go in.
Exactly. Exactly.
But anyway, let's get into the bracket. Let's see what these teams, schools, had to do to get to where they're at. As you see, Frankston High School able to take down Independence High, and then Westlake High School as well. And on the other side, Eastern Senior High School was able to take down Roland High, and then Alabama School as well. So those two, just had to fight and get there. Obviously, I'm sure they have their teams of choice. But look at these records, though, Taylor.
7-0 is the one that catches me the most for the regular season for Frankston High School. And then also for Eastern Senior High School as well. 28-2 in the playoffs is impressive. Like, that is actually insane. So I'm expecting Eastern Senior High School to really bring the heat with this one today.
Absolutely. I mean, both teams, you see, they both know how to ball. I mean, not even, only a couple losses for the games wise on each side. It looks like they're not used to losing much. So, I mean, this is two winning schools. They know how to do it. So, the good news is it's a best of 3 as well. So, going into game 1, what are your thoughts? Like, you're just trying to read your opponent, or what's your thinking when it goes into game 1?
Game 1, 100% reading your opponent should be the number one thing that you're doing, especially in the first quarter. Go in, instantly think about what you're going to do, have a game plan ready to go. If it fails, re-up, get ready for, the second quarter. And if you have to make any changes, that halftime spot right there is going to be your time to just go ahead, take a mental reset, get ready for the rest of that game. Honestly, whoever ends up winning game 1, you have a lot of momentum. So you want to start off with momentum at the end of the day. That is the number one thing that you want when it comes to playing in, things as big as this. Win game 1, have your momentum, write that into game 2, have your opponent, a little tricked up, they're not ready to go. So momentum is going to be a big thing right now for game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. I think especially in the best of 3, that game 1 is such a big deal. I mean, obviously you only need 2 wins to win a series in a best of 3. So game 1, you get that one away. You kind of put, your opponent on his heels trying to figure it out. And a lot of times it's very tough to dig deep and have to fight for that game 2 and force a game 3. But we still haven't seen the teams yet. So as we digress, man, so like you said, you feel like the Lakers are probably the team to go with, in your opinion. But maybe are we going to see a lot of threes taken early on, or you think it's going to be more just kind of like get in the paint, let's just get easy buckets first?
I would take free twos. Take your twos. The number one thing that you want to try to go for, especially in a game like this, take your twos, get your free twos. Get your takeover, build that takeover up for all those players. And you just want to try to get those people in foul trouble early. If you can get the other players in foul trouble, you have a really good start right there. So you have the rest of that game to kind of just cruise and relax and kind of, just keep your foot still on the pedal, and you can close that rest of that game out. So
absolutely, keep the foot on the gas. That is the way to really think about it when it comes down to, because a lot of teams, they play down to their competition. I don't think we're gonna have that issue, especially going up in the national championship here. But there's a lot of teams that will do that and not do that. But either way, we did get the teams in now. So we Frankston High School is going with the Lakers, like you said, but Eastern Senior High School is going with the Bucks. So we're going to see Giannis going up against LeBron. You already know that's something to look forward to, and we're already here at tip-off.
I think this is going to be a really gritty matchup right here.
Absolutely. I mean, Giannis, trying to be able to stop him, that's going to be tough. I played a lot of games in this 2K, and rocking with Giannis is he's just a tank down low.
Exactly. But you have AD. Oh, just start off right there. You have AD. That was good. That's what I wanted to say. You have AD in the paint, and you have LeBron as well, who can defend the paint really well in this game. So I'm pretty sure Anthony Davis has rim protector on gold, if I'm not mistaken. And then you have LeBron, and you can already see what he's doing with D'Lo as well. So this is gonna be, I feel like this is gonna be a really twos heavy type of game right here.
Right, and you're seeing Bucks rocking down low in the paint. That's usually whenever I was playing the one-on-ones, that's kind of where you want to play down low, right?
Yeah, exactly.
User that's either power forward or big man, and kind of just control the paint. But let's see, he's ISOing Giannis, which it seems to be expected. Dishing out to Middleton now down low. But yeah, trying to, right now it looks like Anthony's been doing a good job, but there you go, and one as Vanderbilt gets that shooting foul.
Got to get that paint mashing going. That's what you want to see in the beginning of the game. get that pay matching going, get those guys in foul trouble early to start the game off, and you can just build momentum off super fast with that.
And that's that Giannis mid-range, man.
I'm impressed. Shooting the ball with Giannis, I'm impressed.
Absolutely, and it comes down to, I feel like for him, it's you have to hit him mid-range. That's really his bread and butter if you're going to shoot with him. Obviously, you would want him under the basket, but for the most part, he can shoot. He can hit his mid-range as long as you know that shot.
Exactly. So we're seeing Giannis, basically being his primary ball handler as well too. So, you got Brook Lopez, who is gonna be an inside center as well in this game. You got Drew Holiday as well. He can shoot in the perimeter. He can also take it to the basket as well. So, running Giannis at PG for this actually is really, really smart. I
agree. Yeah, I like that a lot too. I mean, just getting isolations. I mean, he's able just to drive the paint every time. But look at that 3 knockdown by D'Angelo Russell, giving the Lakers the lead here early on. But still, back and forth game though. This is just like a tennis match here.
Yeah, this is gonna be a gritty match for sure. This is gonna be a really, really good match.
Seeing a lot of just work the paint. Look at that mismatch, but dumps it back off to Middleton for the 3, but not gonna be able to go.
I did realize Explicit Snacks is using meter. He is using the shot meter.
Yep. And tell us about that for those who don't know at home. The shot meter compared not using it.
Yeah, so without using, if you have the no meter on, you actually receive a boost if you're able to green your shot. So 100%, I recommend for anybody, if you play NBA 2K, use no meter. I promise you, try it, practice with it. It is worth it. I actually started using no meter in 2K20, and I didn't even know about the little boost that you get, and I would never go back. So
yeah, absolutely. And I feel like a lot of times, you see it, and you're kind of just trying to time it, but that 2K delay, that online delay is there. There's something in between that, so it's always good to kind of just watch that release rather than the meter. Very good point. Yeah, if I recommend that as well, is not to have that meter on. But hey, it looks like the Lakers are rocking it. Is working for them so far. They're up by 6.
We need a paint match here. There you go. Ooh. There's that defense in that paint though, right there.
Yep.
So it was an and 1. It's not an and 1.
Nope, it looks like you need to know them free throws though for sure. Do you spend time practicing your team's free throws a lot?
No, I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even gonna sit here and say that I do. I don't. I get into the game, and if I'm able to actually time it, I time it. If I miss the free throw, I gotta blame myself.
Yeah.
I can't blame it on oh, Anthony Davis' free throw is too slow. It's just me. I'm probably just terrible at timing them.
Yeah, I feel that a lot of. Yeah, I really rarely practice the free throws. I mean, maybe did back in the day whenever I had a little bit too much time on my hands, but it comes down to just knowing it though. Because here comes another opportunity for Brook Lopez for another and 1. Last time he missed the free throw. Let's see if he hits this one. And this time he does. There you go. Excellent this time.
It's in there. I'm really curious now. Explicit Snags has slashing take. Here's the contact. There it goes. I want to see him use the meter dunk.
Oh man.
I don't think Brook Lopez is getting up anytime soon.
Very slow getting up. They had to have a quick intermission, it looked like, to be able to get it. But he throws it down back the other way. Brook Lopez now brings the hammer.
We're gonna see a lot of finishing in the paint. We're gonna see a lot of finishing in the paint with LeBron for sure. He is going to let that takeover just go through. But it's smart. Use it to your advantage. You worked your way to get takeover. Abuse it. Use it.
Absolutely. And that's what he's doing as he gets this and 1. Here comes a big free throw right here that put him up by 9, and that's not gonna go. So still only up by 8. Still, 8 points is nothing when it comes to 2K. Obviously you have so many different momentum swings in the game. 8 points is nothing.
Basketball is all about, it's a game of runs.
Right.
You get a stop, you take a free 2, you have momentum. Your opponent can't score, you're making your momentum a lot easier. So it's gonna come down to, you know, who can get the most stops, who can take their free twos. Don't be scared to take your twos. That's the number one thing that, you know, players have to realize in 2K is don't be scared to take your twos.
Right.
I'm a very, very three heavy player, and I will just take threes the entire time. But take your twos. Don't be scared to take them. You're gonna get your stops. Your stops are gonna come. So.
Absolutely. And we haven't really seen too many shots from the Lakers when it comes to the three-pointers, but whenever they have, they've been going in. Like D'Angelo Russell already hit one. But look how great right now Milwaukee's playing those pass lanes. Like that's already a handful of just steals by just playing the lanes.
That's amazing defense, honestly. I'm very curious to see. I want to know how many just lane steals this guy has. I want to see how many turnovers Eastern Esports has been able to, you know, just cause so far in this game.
Yeah, Eastern Esports has definitely been just playing really well when it comes to that, even though they're trailing now, not by much, as Giannis throws it down for, you know, Eastern 2K.
We're going to see a three out of LeBron. It's early.
Yep, early a little bit, but now trying to make that transition, and that's a mismatch. That's what you're going to want is Giannis with a little man on you, and we have a tie ball game here, Tiller.
19-19. That's that momentum right there. That is that momentum. If Eastern Esports can get another stop right here, he is in a really good position.
For sure, and there's the foul, maybe a frustration foul, but that's already 2 on Giannis. You got to be kind of careful. You definitely don't want to have your best player, you know, kind of hurt with fouls, especially going into the fourth quarter when it's a, you know, close game. Right now, still able to do something, but look at that defense. See, that's why you don't want to lose that, man.
That is crazy. That is a crazy block.
Gonna work it down low, and another lane steal. Exactly, and he's gonna go straight up with it. That's Drew Holiday, not able to make that on that. Maybe slow it down. You have, you know, you're playing these lanes really well, but I feel like a lot of times just those transition runs have been kind of just getting a lot of easy points taken away.
You're getting the stops. Take your time, read the defense, and don't rush it. Don't throw away the stop that you just worked so hard for.
Right, and now it looks like we're seeing the 2-3 zone, still playing those lanes, doing a really good job, Eastern 2K. And that's going to be another 3 by, oh, and that was a terrible release. That was a really early by D'Angelo Russell, not usually what we're used to seeing earlier in this game. He was draining them.
He's playing great defense. You got to give it to Eastern Esports. Playing amazing defense on the perimeter. Eastern Esports is not letting these twos go into the paint too easily. And then also on top of that, just playing great defense on the perimeter.
Yep, and now busting threes as well. Man, I mean, just doing it all offensively, defensively. And now, you know, this game just really took a completely different change of directions. How this, you know, the first quarter started, LA was up, right? Frankston High School was on top. Now Eastern Senior High School's got the, you know, they're feeling great right now, up by 5. And now another opportunity here, and that's gonna go Giannis, waiting for him to jump up with LeBron. And now great timeout there by the Lakers, though. I'm gonna give it to him on that.
Gotta take the timeout. Gotta take the timeout.
So what's happening with Frankston High School right now? With you know, started out hot, but now kind of falling. What do they need to do? What adjustments do you think they need to do against Eastern Senior High School?
Take your time. Eastern Esports is playing a 2-3 zone right now. You got to take your time. Take your time. Maybe try to mix in the pick and roll offense a little bit more. And if it was me, I would even try to switch up and play zone as well. But definitely just taking your time, hitting your shots. Your shots are there. You're open on the shots. You just got to hit them.
Yeah, and you're just seeing this time and time again. That time it does finally go, you know, Frankston High School's way, but still, like you said, not setting up for the best shot, just kind of trying to be quick to the shot rather than, hey, let's do an extra pass and figure it out. But another steal once again here for Eastern Senior High School. Another dunk, too, to go up by 11. Tiller, this is, like you said, slow it down. You took your time out, and it looks like they're still rushing.
Yeah, Explicit has to slow it down. Slow it down. Do not play at your opponent's speed. This is your game. Play your game at the end of the day. If your opponent wants to rush it, let him rush it. But once you have the ball and you're on offense, you have to play at your speed if you want to take control of this game.
Absolutely. Answered back a little bit with that 3 of their own to make a little bit of a comeback here, only chasing 8 now, which was just the other way not too long ago, but up by 10 here. Eastern Senior High School doing a really good job of just kind of keeping this lead this time. Only 45 seconds remaining here before half, and so far so good as LeBron goes in and gets stopped. That's going to be blocked by Brooke Lopez.
I'm pretty sure that's 4 people with takeover on the Bucks as well. I see Drew Holiday, Lopez, Grayson Allen, and I think Middleton has takeover as well. And I know Giannis just had his the last quarter, and there's a 3 right there.
Oh, yeah, you want that one back for sure. But able to possibly get... Oh, no, it's going to go out of bounds, Lakers ball. So, yeah, 19 seconds remaining here. And it looks like Frankston High School just trying to get a couple more here, possibly 3 more before this halftime. Wow, just playing phenomenal. But this is insane with how many turnovers has been going on in this first half.
This is crazy. I like it.
That was it. I do like that shot too.
I love the shot. I love this shot.
Well, that ends up with the first game's halftime. And it looks like Eastern Senior High School at the beginning had a rough start, but it was able to pull away here starting the second half. So we'll see who's going to be able to hold on here. Remember, this is the best of 3, so game 1 is very important. This is what gives you the momentum going into game 2.
And they still have takeover too, which is crazy. Even after that halftime break, that's a huge momentum shift right there going into, like, you know,
already.
Just starting this second half, having takeover. Still, you have one person with lock take, and then you have somebody else with sharpshooting take. So that's just nasty work.
Absolutely.
That's what you like to see going into the second half.
And it's feeling, look at this, like he's just reading everything, playing it like a cornerback, just reading every pass here. Now just feeding the big man Giannis, not able to get that layup, but in transition the other way is Frankston High School, and that's going to be LeBron James going up. And that's who you're going to want to see here to start here this third quarter, to see if Frankston High School can make a little bit of a comeback. Is watch out for that man LeBron James. Also AD though. AD was is using him on defense.
Yep.
Oh, that's a defensive 3 seconds too.
Hey, free throws, gotta hit them.
Gives it to Giannis to make the free throw and hits it. You already know he knows his free throws with Giannis if you're hitting a perfect with him.
He's gonna try to back down. Oh,
smart pass.
Oh, I think we got some changes.
Yeah,
we got some changes. 40-24.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the coaches, you know, Edgar Rodriguez for Frankston High School must have you know, and also Lee James for Eastern Senior High must have been keep saying, hey, put the pedal to the metal, keep it going. 42-24 now, Tiller.
Now, here's the question as well. I have a quick question. Do you think Eastern Esports can keep this momentum going into the fourth quarter? Things can change really fast.
Oh, man. It definitely could change, but right now I feel like they're getting bigger of a gap each and every minute they play. So I think they can hold on to it, but I mean, we've seen Frankston come up with the plays, but like you said, they have to slow it down. I think that's the only way they can hang in this game is slow down. We've seen them hit his threes before in the past. I mean, maybe set that up, but also, but you're seeing LeBron James getting triple teams, and he's not even making one pass. So he's just kind of going straight into the paint, laying it up. That time it worked for Giannis, but he also had takeover, of course, right?
Yeah, he has takeover.
It's a little different. See, he's still able to, that time he was still able to make the basket, but still 21% covered. Like, that's not going to go every time.
Yeah. To the free throw line, Giannis goes. And that takeover, I think that takeover is going to be there going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it looks like it. It
There's
sure
just-
looks like it.
There's so much time though. So much time. 2K basketball, like I already said, it's a game of runs. Couple stops, get the momentum going on your side, get your shots, don't rush. You can take this game 1. Don't get too much into your head. You can easily come back from this deficit. You have 2 minutes left in this quarter, and then you have a whole 4th quarter left.
Absolutely, and I feel like right now Frankston High School is just kind of forcing up shots that really are unnecessary, and it keeps digging them a little bit bigger of a hole each time. You know, they make a bad shot selection, so it comes down to really just making your shots right there instead of driving. Maybe settle for a mid-range, and you know, just like you said, take your twos. Right now, it looks like, you know, Eastern Senior High really isn't giving you too many twos, so you might need to be looking for something else.
Yeah. Giannis in the paint with the take. I don't think he's gonna pass. Oh, he actually passed it. I didn't think he was gonna pass it. I thought he was gonna go for some swag in the paint.
Absolutely.
20-7.
It's still playing those lanes. Man,
I love to see the lane steals though. I love it. I love seeing people play defense. Play defense.
yeah, and really, the defense will win you a lot of games. There's been a lot of times where you kind of just make those transition points happen, and like you said, get the twos. Well, most times the twos is just, hey, if I could play really good defense, play these lanes, these transitions are really easy. I mean, especially if I have somebody like Giannis in transition, where not many players in the NBA can really stop him one-on-one. And look at him stopping AD in the paint.
Hey, Explicit is. Sorry, Eastern Esports is pressing his buttons, as we like to call it. He is pressing every single button on the defensive end to get those lane steals, those blocks. You can see him jumping in the paint, battling with AD. Like, he is pressing his buttons. We love to see that.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, I mean, you find out what really gets you going, and that's what he's doing. He's just finding out what's working, getting AD to jump all over in the paint, and still remaining calm and able to just back down his next opponent and able to make an easy layup. And then you see right there Frankston kind of just putting up more shots really fast, but you see as soon as they slow down, with the
meter dunk.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I wanted to see. The meter dunk.
Right now, I mean, Eastern 2K has shown us a lot when it comes to offense, defense, just about everything as well. And just playing phenomenal on both sides of the ball.
I want to see another meter dunk. That was, and he greened it too. Like,
and hitting shots when he's tired. Middleton was, most players right now have the Gatorade. And that was, look, even alleys are getting stopped right here by Eastern Senior High School. Great plays right now by Taylor Frost, a.k.a. Yo King.
if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I just saw Team Takeover pop up at the end of that quarter.
So you're saying there's still some big trouble here for Frankston High School still?
Yeah. Lock take, rim protector take, and now you have Chris Middleton with lock take as well. And Giannis doesn't even have his takeover yet.
I love that play as long as he knows Brook Lopez shot on that. I mean, that is, just the pick and pop. That's what you want. I mean, you've seen kind of Frankston's been playing down low because, he's kind of had to. I mean, that's all he's been doing is just dunking the ball. But whenever he's open for threes, he's been making most of them too. So look at this, playing the lane still in the fourth quarter.
I love it. I love it. Look at him pressing the buttons. Press the square button.
He's definitely mastered it.
Oh, a step back.
Great play.
And one.
Wow. Right now, I feel like everything in his bag he's going to and is working.
Every time.
Yeah, anything. The three, the pick and roll, the pick and pop. He's doing it all. He's very poised. His defense, once again, another stop. This time he's going to drop back. Oh, he's going to cook him. Oh, but not able to make it as Frankston trying to make some leeway here on this comeback, shooting a three. Not able to fall, though. But right now, I mean, as you know, you're seeing right now, just you know, kind of Eastern 2K pulling away pretty heavily in this game one. For Frankston, what do you think they need to make? What kind of adjustment they need to make here in game two?
Patience. Gotta slow it down. I don't know if it's, you know, being on the Lakers, you want to try to rush it a little bit more with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. But patience is, you got to have patience second game. That is the biggest thing. A lot of turnovers and pass lane steals and stuff like that. You have to take this next game and play at your own speed. If you play at your opponent's speed, you're more than likely going to lose the next game. So patience, take your time, take the right shots, mix in the pick and roll as well. Pick and pop, you gotta change some things up. So that's what I would do.
Absolutely. I mean, I can't agree more. I mean, you see, I feel like you said, as soon as they slow down, I mean, Frankston's been playing well. As soon as, you know, they're passing to, you know, maybe that one or two extra passes, you're finding the Lakers a lot more open. Yep. And right now, I feel like maybe, like you said, he was just kind of pushing his buttons, and maybe that kind of fired him up to maybe just kind of just hurry up, right? I feel like that happens to most of us when we're playing, you know, a ranked online game. But it's very hard to get back to where you know you're best at, which is, make that extra pass, make that. But you're able in a best of three to come back in the second game, and it's completely a reset. So let's see if he's going to be able to do that in game two. But right now, I mean, just pure dominance here in this game one. Still playing these lanes and just dominating here with the Milwaukee Bucks. And it doesn't matter. Double team, doesn't matter. Giannis is going to put it down with that takeover.
Giannis might end up with a triple-double by the end of this game. 33 points. I think it was 8 rebounds, 6 assists.
Yeah.
We might see a triple-double from Giannis.
We might. Definitely a double. I mean, definitely a double-double, I think. Still with a minute 50 remaining, and, you know, just almost 80 points already.
That's crazy.
And just really hasn't switched up out of that 2-3. I feel like that's been his bread and butter.
It's working. If it's working, don't change it next game.
Right.
Keep it. Keep it.
There's your meter dunk. You wanted to see another one.
Man.
And once again, able to do it with Giannis. And oh my goodness, this dominance right now that you know, Eastern 2K has been pulling off is just unreal. But then it's like, do you switch up teams or can you? What's your thoughts?
For Eastern or explicit?
Well, if I'm Eastern, I'm not touching.
Yeah,
I'm not touching anything. I mean, you're playing way too well. But yeah, for Frankston.
If I'm Frankston, I switch.
And where would you go? What team would you kind of match up with the Bucks with?
Gotta figure out who's gonna stop Giannis. That's actually a tough one. I mean, you already have LeBron and AD right now, and it's still not getting done. So, I mean, hate to say it, hate to be that guy. Do Bucks versus Bucks. If you can do it, do Bucks versus Bucks.
Yep, and that way, let's find out who's the better player of this team, right? I agree. I like it, even though, you know, it's not too fun for the viewer at home, you know, to see the Bucks on Bucks. But yeah, that is an easy way to say, hey, we're gonna find out who's the best Bucks team right here.
Yep.
But it looks like they're getting warmed up with these free throws. But yeah, still just kind of killing time right now for you know, Eastern, and just doing a really good job just throughout this whole game, just not letting. You know, because at the beginning of the game, Frankston was on top, so it was a completely different look. But as soon as Eastern was able to take that lead, never even looked back.
Gained that momentum, got a couple stops, took off with it, got his takeovers rolling on his team. I'm pretty sure we've seen Brook Lopez, Giannis, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton have takeover. I want to say about four or five times. So
Yeah.
it's just that momentum. It's building that momentum. That's what takeover is. Building that momentum. Getting those stops on defense. Getting an assist, a rebound, taking a two, taking whatever it may be, scoring. Like, you're gonna get a lot of progression towards that takeover, especially if you're doing what's your takeover is meant for. So if you have lock take and you're getting lane steals, you're playing great defense, like a defensive stop, you're gonna get takeover super fast. So
Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, we'll see if those adjustments can be made, with Frankston High. We'll see. Right now, they started out really hot at the beginning and then just kind of let it slip to Eastern. So, but either way, selecting esports provider. We got a video for you.
When I went to go get my program started, I did a lot of research on what companies people were using at the high school level with regards to playing esports. I found a few of them, but I found that PlayVS not only had some of the best reviews, but had just had high praise from people in this sphere of high school esports. So naturally, while there are other people in the state, I chose to keep going with PlayVS. So we chose to exclusively work with PlayVS because they offer a large variety of games, and they offer a large variety of games that our students get behind. Constantly, every season, they're trying to either innovate, bring more games in, be more communicative. They're a small company, but they try really hard, and I obviously really appreciate that. I think PlayVS catalog is what sets them apart from everybody else. Everybody else can offer small things or even tournaments related to the game and title that they want to play with. And so I think that the idea that I can build an entire season around a specific title is really enticing.
Well, as these teams are getting ready for game 2, we've seen a kind of a crazy game 1, something that was a little off. We saw Frankston kind of start taking off early. As soon as you mentioned the meter, it flipped the other way, though. You think that might have had something to do with it?
yeah, I think I might have jinxed.
The cast was cursed already, man. Already, game 1. But anyway, going into this game 2, we basically said Frankston needs to kind of slow it down, pass around. I feel like just really kind of fast pace. And like you said, I think it came down to kind of getting their buttons pushed a little early on. It was working for Eastern to be able to play kind of fast pace. It's working really well for them. But as soon as Frankston tries to do the same thing, keeps up with that pace, it fails every time, and we see it. But as soon as you see them slow down, maybe the coach is chirping in his ear, hey, slow it down. Then you're seeing, a little bit of a comeback, hitting his shots, hitting his threes. So, looking forward to see what happens in game 2. But, any thoughts here going into game 2? What you're expected to see here?
I'm really expecting Frankston to just use the 24 seconds. You have 24 seconds on the shot clock. Just take your time. This game can be yours easily if you just take your time. Don't rush it. Do not play at your opponent's pace. Play your game. At the end of the day, play your game. So,
do you feel like sometimes nerves can get to you here on this type of stage? I mean, we're playing in the PlayVS National Championship right now. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. I mean, nerves are a big thing. Those game 1 nerves, especially, like, you have that. You have it in the back of your mind. This is a best of 3. I have to win game 1. So you have those nerves going. I'm pretty sure Frankston High School is getting those nerves out for game 1. That was a nerves game. I'm gonna say it now. I'm not gonna call it a Cass's curse just yet. I feel like it was a nerves game. Get ready for game 2. Freshen up. Get your mind right. Get ready. This game is on you. You got it.
Right. And favorite animal is a goldfish if you're in this situation, which is short-term memory, right? You really have to forget about game 1, exactly. Even though you honestly were dominating in the first quarter. So kind of bring what you had already in the first quarter, but just don't let off the gas and play your game, right? Don't adjust, or don't not adjust, because you need to adjust to make things happen, but don't play to somebody else's game style, which might be working for them. But as soon as you start playing someone else's gameplay, then they're in control. They get to do whatever they want, and you definitely don't want to have your opponent in control, especially in a game 2 of a best of 3 when you're down.
Yep. I really want to see if he can also break this 2-3 zone that Eastern Esports is running, using that PNR, using that pick and roll offense, using that pick and pop offense as well, getting those, the AIs to drop out of the corner. If Eastern Esports can figure that out, it's free money. It's free money.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, just mix it up. I feel like we really didn't see too many setup plays a lot, which is understandable in 2K in some degree. But there's a lot of times where, I feel like in the first quarter of game 1, we saw a lot of slower play. We saw a lot of pick and rolls, pick and pops. And as soon as Frankston shot away from that, that's whenever it all just went downhill. And then the cool thing for Eastern Senior High School is they know that. They, as soon as they saw panic whenever they were playing up to the same speed, like, hey, we got this. We're just gonna keep doing us, and started hitting wide open shots. We're just having and ones fall for them, hitting their free throws and doing it all. I mean, it was just a recipe for playing flawless, and that's what happened. I mean, after that first quarter, I don't know how many steals we saw in that game 1. I mean, what do you think? Maybe 30 steals or something? It felt that much.
Yeah, it was about probably 20, 30 steals or something like that. And that just comes down to just taking your time. Honestly, it's just taking your time. Don't instantly pass it to the first person you think is open. Look for a second option. Look for a second option. Majority of the times in a game like 2K, your second option is going to be the one that's open.
Well, we have a switched up team here, like we said. And hey, we were saying, what is the team that can kind of stop the Bucks and Giannis? Well, it looks like Frankston's going to try the Cavs. What are your thoughts on this?
Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm really curious. I think those 2 players alone will be good enough for the interior defense. But now you have 2 exceptional PGs. You have Darius Garland, and now you have Donovan Mitchell as well. How are you going to score with these guys, or how are you actually going to use them? Are you going to, try to 3 hunt more, or are you going to, run the pick and roll offense? So
for sure. I mean, having Donovan Mitchell now, it opens up a little different, even though you don't have LeBron and AD. But that's the thing is Eastern was doing a really good job at stopping down low play. So yeah, why not just kind of dish it out to Garland and Donovan Mitchell to see what they could do, maybe beyond the arc or mid range. But right now, off to the first points of the game, it's looking like Eastern's going to take the lead here.
Giannis with the easy 2. Easy 2s.
You said you gotta love those easy 2s, and that's all you're really looking for, especially early on. But right now, nothing. Kind of, still haven't really seen too many points go across the board in the first minute.
I think Eastern Esports this game, especially now that he knows that Explicit Snacks has made this change with the Cavs now. I think the number one thing that I would focus on is taking away the paint. You don't want Evan Mobley, you don't want Jared Allen being the main 2 scorers.
Yes.
I think the 3-pointer, not too worried about it. He wasn't shooting, too well in game 1, so that is crazy.
Yeah.
That just went in.
that double clutch move right there by Giannis somehow goes in. But, I mean, it was against a point guard, so I guess, the game was just going to give it to him either way just by. But look at these lane plays. I feel like this game could turn exactly into that game 1 as we see the meter dunk already early on here in game 2.
Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty.
Wanted to see it, and you see it already here in game 2, already in the first quarter. But hey, answers back. Cleveland, aka Frankston High, hits a 3. Oh my goodness! But this is running down the baseline. Giannis.
Darius Garland has a super fast jump shot in this game. If he can get open with Darius Garland and shoot the ball, that is going to change a lot of things.
He's got him open. He's going to finally dish it out to him, but Giannis kind of getting there, you know, a little bit percentage covered, 15%. So not the best shot in the world, but yeah, I mean, I think that's exactly what he's looking for is Darius on that, on the corners or either top of the key. Either way, I mean, he's going to be able to hit that shot, especially if he's got a fast release.
I will be honest. He is taking his time. It's a lot slower pace than how it was in game 1. And I actually like that. That's what you want. Don't rush at all. You want to force a game 3, do not rush it. Your shots are going to come at the end of the day. Use that pick and roll, use that pick and pop. Your shots are going to come.
And another thing that I haven't really seen too many of these players be using is, you know, holding triangle down, sending some guys on cuts, and a lot of times that will throw off. Like, you know, if I'm playing in a solo single, you know, one-on-one, if I'm seeing a guy user, you know, let's just say the power forward, I'm aiming at that power forward. I'm gonna send him on a cut where he's not expecting it. And look at that 3, wide open, but not able to fall here for Brook Lopez. But yeah, I want to see more cuts here with some of these plays. But look at that play defense. He's doing it all once again here in game 2, Taylor.
Here we go. Giannis, takeover. Brook Lopez, takeover. Already to start the game off. And it's only 12-5 in the first quarter. That is nasty work.
Not good if you're, you know, pulling for Frankston right now, as Eastern just showing exactly what they did to dominate that game 1 and doing it once again here in game 2. But another double clutch layout. The layup doesn't fall this time. He's going to still try to make it go up, and it somehow puts it in.
14 points for Giannis.
Yeah,
I'm sending double teams. You got to send double teams. You got to send some double teams.
Yeah, definitely. I do like your call earlier. I mean, definitely a lot patient. Like right now, the ball had already been shot up. I mean, you know, in game 1. This time, taking a lot more time, but still not able to find anyone really open. He's playing the lanes once again. Grayson Allen shoots a 3 after the steal. This time, not able to fall, but he did have him on takeover. Maybe step up one little step right there before taking that shot, and I think that goes in.
I'm going to be completely honest. If I ever see Eastern Esports like in a quick game, I'm closing app. I can't. I'm closing app. I'm scared. I'm gonna be honest. I'm scared.
After seeing this performance, I am with you. I don't have to deal with Giannis or Brook Lopez or, you know, Drew Holiday. What he's been doing with these players right now has been just playing flawless. There's your pick and pop. This time he's gonna drive though, and boom, goes the dynamite. There goes Brook Lopez.
20-7 to start off the first quarter.
Yeah, this is
quick adjustments. Quick adjustments going into the second quarter.
And able to get that last buzzer beater to fall. So a good job for Frankston to able to close that gap a little bit. Still has a lot of work to do here in the rest of this game, but still fighting here, like doing exactly what we said they needed to do, and that's slow down your play. Thing is, that defense is just unreal for Eastern.
Absolutely. The defense is carrying for sure. Defense turns into offense, and that's exactly how Eastern Esports has been scoring the ball. Fast breaks, getting those lane steals. So keep that up. Hey, there's no stopping it.
It looks like he's trying to force a Grayson Allen 3, which I wasn't hating it at the beginning, as we're seeing them try to work that paint now, but out of bounds, steps out, and now it's the Cavs ball. So, but I did like those shots by Grayson Allen. He's just kind of, hey, if you're going to put a computer on me, I'm going to create a little bit of space. I'm going to shoot in front of him, you know, right in his face. So why not if you're going to give me that? So that time he kind of waited for that user to get played. But Jarrett Allen now goes up. And it goes right in. Hey, it looks like Frankston making a little bit of a comeback.
Frankston is fighting, wants it.
Yeah, and this is where it comes down to, okay, all right, we know you're trying to force those threes, but hey, you're up by 9. Just like what you were saying in that game 1, take your 2s, take your free points, because right now, Frankston's on their way back.
Taking his time. That's what you need. Take your time. You have 24 seconds to work with the ball. Take your time.
Exactly. That is
for Giannis.
Yeah, 2 free on that. as they're still up 9. But right now, I will say Frankston, they're playing a lot slower, playing a lot smarter here, as that's a great snag right there on the defensive side for Eastern, and now gets them an easy 2 points on that transition. Like you said, defense turning to offense.
That is a nasty lane. That was I didn't even know where he came from, to be honest. I had no idea where. Who was that? Drew Holiday?
He has been so sneaky. I swear it looks like he's being a safety and just sneaking down, snagging interception there. And look, a 3 for Eastern now to keep that lead pretty heavy right now. Still up by 12 now. But the Cavs trying to answer back, but that's going to be a defensive second, so we're going to have Donovan Mitchell here shooting free throws. Oh, no, you do not need to miss those free points.
Gotta hit your free throws. You gotta hit your free throws.
I will say, Tilly, that's the one thing that I don't know about, because switching teams, you know, that kind of throws you off for those free throws.
Absolutely. The time is completely different as he misses a wide open shot in the corner with Darius Garland. It's just completely different. All the timings are different. All the timings are different. So now you have to go from, you know, playing with the Lakers who had, you know, certain timings, and now you're using the Cavs who have 5 different timings that you have to learn.
Right.
So
that's the thing is, how confident do you feel about shooting with them before making that switch? You're like, well, you know, I need to learn them in the first half, because that's usually when you kind of like, I would say, shoot with just about everybody on your team. Yeah. Around, you know, halftime. But then is it too late? So right now, you know, you're chasing almost 15. And yeah, that's a very good. I'm just thinking, that's a tough question to. It's like, do I make that switch? But right now, Jarrett Allen throwing it down and trying to make this lead not as big.
Great defense,
especially with Giannis tired right now too. So I think he's gonna try to work with other players, but no, it doesn't matter. He's tired. He's gonna keep dishing it to Giannis.
I'll be very surprised if Giannis somehow scores in this possession. Well, it wasn't. Chris Middleton for an easy mid-range. It's open.
Yeah, just taking exactly what his opponent is giving him, and I mean, just exactly. I mean, that's as simple as that. You just take whatever they're giving you. If you have a wide open mid-range, why not? And he is hitting his timing down, because also he used the Bucks in game 1, so I feel like he's got that timing down right now.
Absolutely.
That could be deadly. Oh my goodness.
The pick and pop. Giannis, Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton with takeover now. I love it.
Oh, a little put back there for Frankston. Remember, this is a best of 3, so for you at home, Eastern 2K just needs to win one more game to be the crowned national champion. But Frankston needs to take home this one, and also, you know, force a game 3 to win that one to take home themselves.
That's an unlucky foul. He played amazing defense right there. They can't call that. He played great defense right there.
And especially when you're not, oh my goodness, almost another steal. And those type of steals right there is what gets you out of games. As soon as you're starting to come back and Eastern is taking more possessions away from you, it gets harder and harder. So you got to make sure, hey, let's take 2 seconds before we inbound this ball. We just need to make sure we have the ball, because that's the only way we're going to score. And if we're giving it right back to the other team for free buckets, we're going to be in trouble. And as we see a nice wide open lane there for Frankston to dunk it, and now, you know, chasing only 14. I say only 14, but I feel like it keeps growing.
Frankston, I will say, I know I said it before, Frankston is definitely playing at a way different pace compared to the last game. Not rushing too much compared to how it was in game 1. That's a crazy block. Oh, okay, take the 2. I saw Eastern Esports take the flop right there too. Like, yo, there's no way. But hey, 37-25 to close out the first half.
Insane block. Bobby still able to get the 2 points right before, you know, the buzzer. I mean, it was great, but still unreal block. I did not expect that to be stopped.
Yeah. I smell a lob. Oh, he didn't throw the lob.
Yeah, he's getting into the jump, just playing really smart, really smart. I mean, especially when you have Giannis alone down in the paint, like, of course you're jumping, of course you're hitting triangle, right? Like, that's the only way you can stop this guy, because if you're just, holding the trigger, I mean, you might just get dunked on.
Yep.
But like you said, I mean, we haven't really seen too many of the double teams on Giannis. I mean, I don't know if it's going to make that big of a difference, but you need to stop him somehow.
Stopping him should be the #1 priority to begin with. Get in those double teams going. Send a triple team if you got to.
Hey, if you got to, send the whole team. Just don't let this guy score.
Yeah, send the whole team if you have to. Like, Giannis, he was the leading scorer in the first game, and now he's the leading scorer in the second game. You got to stop Giannis. You can figure out a way to stop Giannis. I think you can come back 100%.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that is the #1 priority, like you said. If you can stop Giannis, I mean, that is the key, as that's his only first foul, so not even in foul trouble at all. If you're Eastern right now, you're very happy with the way things are going. Only 1 foul with Giannis. He hasn't stopped you, even if he's throwing everything at him. Not able to do anything. Defense looking good. These transitions look great. I mean, Eastern is just walking away.
There you go. Drew Holiday with lock take, Giannis with slashing take. Now you have 2 people with takeover again. Oh, that's a great shot right there. That is a great shot. If Frankston can keep that going and figure out how to shoot threes from like the hash with Donovan Mitchell, get those threes going with Darius Garland, that is gonna be like just really big momentum.
That and forcing those shots, those misses. Hey, now let's find out if we can put up some points on these transitions, because that's kind of where they've been, anytime they've been getting these transitions. Look at this. Ooh. It's just the defense. The Eastern's defense is so good. Anytime Frankston even gets a stop.
Fade?
Look at this. It's just hitting every shot taken.
I love the fact that he's shooting front fades, and that's basically just where you're running down the court, you just hold R2 and you press square, or you can just keep running down the court, let go of R2 and just hold square, and you just get like a fade going towards the basket. Those type of shots are so hard to shoot in this game. So I respect to Eastern Esports for shooting those. I love it.
You love that. It might be a 3-second, but no, able to get that shot off. See a little quick pause there. Not happy about that one, as we're looking at a 47-29 lead here for Eastern Senior High School. Frankston look wide open in the corner, but still he knows. See, look, he's way ahead of all of our thoughts. I mean, he's playing every lane, and now, I mean, the transition has just been on point. That's an and one.
That's an and one. That hurts. That hurts, because just sitting there, and I know being on the other side is like, that's not a foul. There's no way this is a foul, but
oh my goodness. I mean, anytime, yeah, he's pickpocketing him right there, and that was Frankston just trying to go up for a layup, and still, like, nothing is just given out here for Eastern's defense. I mean, every point made from Frankston is hardly fought.
Yeah. He is fighting. He has to fight to keep this game close. I mean, I know it's a 20-point difference, but he has to fight. Right now is where you want to just keep going.
Many
going.
I feel like Frankston feels like that there's so many, and there's your three. Look at that pass back. Sadly, had the Gatorade symbol, was very tired on that. But
I love the play.
I love the play as well. Pass it right back to Grayson Allen, who's wide open. I mean, he knows the shot. Why not? Especially when you're up by 20. Why not make it 23?
Yep. It's going to the line. You gotta hit these free throws.
Yeah, and that's the scary part, is a team that wasn't playing the last game, but able to hit both.
Yep.
That is very much needed, but you got to stop this guy right here with the ball.
if I'm Frankston High, what I'm definitely seeing a lot is Eastern Esports. As soon as he's taking the ball out, he's just running with Giannis down the court and just spamming X to, you know, get the ball moving fast. If Frankston can try to play I guess a press in a sense, play like a little bit of press or like soft press at half court and try to get those lanes easier on Giannis, because that's where the ball is going majority of the times. I think those are going to be free steals almost pretty much every single possession.
Yeah. And we're seeing the double teams now on Giannis too. I mean, even though, but the thing is, he's getting the rest of his team involved, and look what they're doing. There you go, Middleton hitting threes. You just saw earlier, Brook Lopez just hitting a three. So now, you know, even though you're double teaming Giannis or triple teaming, now the other players are starting to come alive, and this is why the Bucks are such a hard team to beat. Is because, yeah, I finally stopped Giannis because I'm going to double team him or triple team. But hey, I still got to deal with Middleton shooting threes, Lopez shooting threes, Holiday there too. I mean, you just got a whole squad. And not even to say Grayson Allen can shoot threes as well.
Yeah. He's just playing great defense.
And that's really it.
Defense. He's swarming. He's swarming. He is playing phenomenal defense, interior, lane steals, perimeter defense. Like, you just gotta, he's playing just gritty defense, just gritty defense.
Yep, and still look at that formation he's in on defense. That 2-3 has still been working from game 1 to game 2. I mean, and look how well it's working. I mean, the score shows it all. And now getting that mismatch to Giannis, but he knows that they're going for him. He's going to pass it out to Chris Middleton, and he's going to easily hit another three.
He knows that timing.
Oh, he's got it down. He's got it locked.
100% know this timing. I'm pretty sure Eastern knew going into this game, my opponent is going to try to double team Giannis. Even if they do, I got Chris Middleton. I got Grayson Allen. Brook Lopez.
Yeah, and you're seeing it, and he spread that, and that's the great thing about being a good player with the Bucks. Look at that, he's almost dropping a triple double. Only needs one more rebound, one more assist, and he's got it. He's going to go ahead and make an and one to add on to his points column. But just, you know, unreal plays by Giannis, but then able to still hit all of his teammates' shots. It's cool to see how Eastern has really just got this Bucks team down.
Yeah. Fast break incoming. Shooting a midi with Giannis.
Oh
man.
Oh man, he is showing his talent right here. Oh my goodness, unbelievable plays.
I stand on what I said in game 1. If I see Eastern Esports, I'm closing that. Shooting mid-ranges with Giannis, I'm closing that.
I mean, he's just making everything look so easy too. Like, I mean, hitting greens mid-range with Giannis.
Yeah.
Greens,
that's not
Middleton.
easy to do.
Yeah, those Giannis, and now just, you know, timing his meter dunks and just showing off here. Yeah, for sure.
Going for some swag.
I mean, this is the Play versus National Championship. Why not show off your team and how great you've been playing? I mean, with this score, and somehow that falls there, but great shot there by Frankston.
Oh. I thought he got a contact dunk right there. Not gonna lie. One. He knocked down both free throws with Giannis too. Yeah, I'm standing on it. I'm not playing this guy. I'm not playing this guy.
And this guy, man, I mean, well, this is when this is not the time now to be hitting him. Oh man, Frankston just kind of hitting their three, but a little too late as Eastern still just, I mean, just delivering some crazy dunks here. But shout out to Taylor Frost, who has just been showing a great performance. Like you said, phenomenal gameplay here for his high school. And, you know, a funny thing is, Back in the day, it said Taylor's mom threw his Xbox out the window because she thought he was playing 2K too much. The first time Taylor's coach met with his mother, everyone agreed that he could play esports if there was a better balance. With his grades came first, obviously. And now Taylor's mom is his biggest esports cheerleader and sees the benefits of high school esports. So really cool story right there for somebody who is about to be crowned the champion. I mean, this is just, being able, getting your Xbox chucked out the window by your mom to able to win the national championship. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's crazy. And I also have something else to add on to that as well. Taylor has also spent time with Wizards Gaming, which is an NBA 2K League team, which is insane. So, being able to practice with a professional NBA 2K League team, that is next level right there. That is next level experience. Like you can instantly see going into this game, Taylor was meant to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. And for sure, I'm glad you added on to that because, playing with a professional team, like, that is exactly what you want. Taking that back to, like, real, like, other sports, like at NBA, that's just like, hey, I'm just shooting around with Steph Curry. He's working, he's helping me work on my jump shot. You're going to be able to shoot better threes, right? Having a professional to help, walk you through and get you ready, get you prepped for things just like this and upcoming future events. This is really cool for Taylor and, just an awesome, accomplishment, especially what's happening tonight.
Absolutely.
I mean, but you for sure nailed it where it's showing off. I mean, able to train with the Wizards Gaming 2K team. You're out here winning a national championship here, and you're not just beating a team, you're heavily handling.
Exactly.
51 seconds remaining here of the rest of this game. He's got his bench players in. It looks like just kind of melting this clock. So what are your thoughts of this series, man?
I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect it to be a sweep. I didn't expect a sweep. I thought I was gonna see a game 3, but Eastern Esports just came out and hooped. Wanted it so bad in game 1, starting off in game 1 down almost 10 points, and you somehow took a really, really good run and were able to come back from that and end up winning that game by almost 30 plus points.
Yeah.
And then taking that momentum, riding that into the next game, and now you're winning again by almost 30 plus points. So respect to Eastern Esports. Crazy fault battle, and just did his thing.
Absolutely. Taylor Frost taking the national championship here for PlayVS. I mean, just phenomenal play from both teams, though. I mean, obviously, Frankston High School, they did a lot to get in that spot. So, it wasn't easy on the other side. It was just went one way here in the championship game. Anything to add on to this series?
Congratulations to Eastern Esports. I mean, it was a really, really just very gritty battle. Just taking that momentum is a huge thing. That momentum in game 1, like we said, we were talking about, is just coming back after being down by, just so much and not getting those game 1 nerves, as we called it in the first game. And you're just still going. You're still going. Yeah, game 1, you turned it around. Game 2, you brought more fire going into the next game, and look where that got you. So,
yeah, and it looked different in game 1, right? Frankston was starting off hot, and then as soon as Eastern figured out what they needed to do, Taylor went and did it, and didn't stop either. Did it in game 1 and just kept it rolling into game 2. Won the national championship for PlayVS. What a way to end it. So that's it. I appreciate everyone watching, and that was the PlayVS National Championship. Have a good one. I'm Discounts, and that's Tiller.
Thank you.